Hey everybody, it's John James Hale here again, and this time I happened to get my hands on the Masters of the Universe Classic Stinkor figure, and he's one that I've been wanting for quite a while. He probably was one of my favorite of the classic line, with his odd action feature of stinking. So here is Stinkor outside of his package. Product has a real smell. It's fun. I can't wait to check that out. So you can see he comes in the standard classics packaging that they have been since, 2009 now. He is the evil master of odors. You can see he's very orange and blue, and he is basically a skunk. And on the back you have a few of the other figures in the line, which I'm still missing Cobra Khan, Fakor, and Whiplash, I believe, out of all of them. And here is a quick look at his bio. If anybody wants to take a moment and read that, you can go ahead and pause that. And if you give me a moment here, I'll get him outside the package. We'll take a better look. Okay, here we have Stinkor outside the package. And yes, he does stink pretty bad. Smells a bit like patchouli, I believe. The original was kind of a combination of Merman repainted with Mechanics armor. This kind of carries that a little bit. It does have this face, which is very much reminiscent of Merman's face. It still has some of the scaling on it, the fish eyes. And he's been... Of course, he is a skunk, and they did a great job with him. I think I might take his armor off. Hold on here. And probably his head, because that'll make it a little bit easier. Alright, there he is. Well, his head is probably the easiest one I ever popped on and off. His joints are wonderfully tight, which is something that drives me crazy with this line sometimes. He does have white fur under his arms, I guess you could say. They sculpted, they sculpted a add-on piece here to give him this like fluffy neck, which is a cool touch. And let's see if you can see, he is, instead of being scaly like Merman, they went with this kind of furry body. And the detail, the fur detail on the legs is very nice. He has your standard monster feet and the monster gauntlets. I like the paint job on his arms. The skunk look is very nice. And while we have his armor off, I might as well do a quick run through his articulation. His head does go all the way around and back and forth a little bit, but it is kind of hindered by that neck piece. He does have the ball-jointed shoulders that go up and down and all the way around. And he does have that bicep swivel, and he has elbow jointed. And his wrists do turn, but there's no hinges. That was added onto the newer figure line. His ab crunch goes forward about to here and back to there. He does swivel at the waist. Wow, his joints feel great. I'm always happy when I get one of these guys where they're not just falling over like that Voltac figure. Man, that one's got some bad problems. His got ball-jointed hips that go out way far. He can go forward and back a little. And let's see, and of course at the upper leg they have a rotation, and they bend at the knees, and he does have the boot articulation. Their ankles do go forward and back, and they do rock slightly. That's the only thing that's loose on him a little bit is the ankle joints, but they're not too bad. And like I said, he was one of my favorite as a kid. Just the fact that he smelt, I thought was pretty neat. And this guy, I was very happy when I got my hands on him. So I can slide his armor back in. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get those pegs in them right. Let Stinkor work with me here. Alright. Now instead of putting this head back on, we'll jump to his accessories, which he does have quite a bit. So if you don't want the merman head, they made a separate one for him, which is a more feline looking head, which is probably what I'm going to have mine on display with. Still has the same eyes and skunk design. So we'll pop that on. And he looks a little bit more feline and skunk-like now. And so we'll move merman, and he comes with a whole bunch of stuff. He comes with his blue shield, which will just clip on his wrist. He also comes with this blue, very detailed laser weapon of some type. Maybe it's, well, it looks like it might be a spray gun. Maybe he sprays more stink. And that should just slide into his hand. And that will kind of complete the classic look. And they did also give this backpack, which looks like it's filled with, oh, probably some kind of stink spray again. It would have been nice if they would have had a hose that connected it to the gun of some kind, but they're just solid blue. There's not any paint detail on them. That could be something that can be worked on at some point. And he comes with this little gas mask, because in the cartoons he couldn't stand the smell of his own stink. Which this is one of those pieces that could be lost pretty easy. I don't know if it fits on here very well. There it goes. Now he's got some weight on him, his body's shifting a little bit. And his last thing he comes with is this odd little handle. And I believe this little red peg in the front of his armor will come out. Which again is another one of those easily lost pieces. And are always fun to keep track of. Plastic bags are every collector's friend. And I think that pops in there. Just like that. And he has a handle that you can turn, which I believe turned his gas mask on and off for when he was going to use his stench. So overall, he is a very nice figure. He is a reuse of some parts. The detailing on the armor plate is really nice. His paint job is really nice. Again, he's from the earlier era in the line where they just put so much time into these guys. Of course, Club Grayskull figures now are also amazing, but there's something about Stinkor, other than stinking, that I find him really interesting. So, I guess that's it for him. Those cat eyes are weird. They're just like rectangles in there. It's kind of creepy. Anyway, if you enjoyed this at all, give me a like and a subscribe for more, and I will see you all around later.